Hello everyone, and welcome to the Narcissistic Abuse Recovery Care Network. I'm Dean, the host of the N.A.R.C.N Network and channel, and also the host of the N.A.R.C.N the Narcissist channel. Today I'm going to be presenting to you guys episode 166 on the N.A.R.C.N Network, and the title of episode 166 is Torturing the Narcissist, Good or Bad Idea? Now, what prompted me to do this particular episode was just I've been noticing on the internet over the time I've been doing some studies, but especially on any of the sites like YouTube or any of these other video presentation sites, there's a lot of narcissistic experts out there giving a lot of you guys out there, information on how to torture your narcissist, or often whether or not torturing the narcissist is a good idea or a bad idea. If you want to do this, how do you go about it? How do you play it with the narcissist? How do you do these particular things that will mess the narcissist up and cause them to have their own degree of trauma or whatever. Now, this being said, I'm not saying to anybody out there on my network or anywhere else that comes across narcissistic abuse in their life that if you don't want to torture your narcissist, you can't. There's plenty of you out there, I know this from talking to plenty of you on my network, that are really pissed off with their narcissist, at that narcissist for abusing them, and you have every right to be. But try to remember something here. These narcissists are human beings. Although at times we sometimes have, almost comical time judging them in that particular light of being a normal human being because of the incredibly messed up things that they do. But they are human beings, albeit flawed ones, as we all are. We all have some degree of flaws. These just happen to be individuals who have flaws that interlope on their functionality, and they actually affect their functionality with other human beings and cause them to treat other human beings in very, very poor ways. That is not an excuse for the narcissist. I am not making an excuse for their behavior in any manner here. I study narcissism on an almost daily basis. I study the spiritual ideas behind why narcissists are the way they are. I follow a few people on the internet who look at this from a very religious point of view, who look at narcissism from a very spiritual point of view. But I also study extensively the scientific ideas behind narcissism. I want to understand the science behind this, and I want to understand the solid science behind it and the up-to-date science behind why narcissists are the way that they are. And from my understanding of the way a narcissist's mind works and how their brains are wired and what's happened to them over their formative years and with the conditioning that they've been brought under from people around them, their parents, other people that have affected them in their lives, people who have abused them, all these things. The science of all these things tells me that these are the brains of flawed individuals who may have been put into an instance of something that developmentally affected them and made them the way that they are in their adulthood, so that they no longer are able to deal with people in normal ways. That idea being said, everybody out there can have their own idea about why narcissists are the way they are. I'm not saying that you can't look at them as evil people. I look at them as people who have been influenced and affected by things outside of their control at times, especially if they were affected in ways when they were very young children or in their adolescence, and these things have molded them into being those narcissists that they now are in their adulthood, and the havoc that they're causing on people in their lives. That being said, in this particular way, do I think you should torture a narcissist? For me, no. Nothing I've ever done on the N.A.R.C.N network that has been pointed at any of the narcissists that I've dealt with in my life has been that way from a vindicative stance from myself. I am not generally a person who has to seek vindication, or to be vindictive with somebody, or to seek, to get revenge upon a person for some particular reason. I don't see my narcissists as being evil. I see them as being people who have issues in their lives, who have flawed ways of thinking, and those flawed ways of thinking and the things that they do were brought upon them possibly by other things that they endured that may have been outwith of their control at the time that they were being turned into narcissists. So because of this, nothing I've actually done on my network has been in any way to get revenge upon any of my narcissists. I can assure you this, I don't have the need to do that with people. But you guys out there may feel like you need to do that with your narcissists. And if you do, there's nothing wrong with that. It's not something that I would do, but it may be something that you choose to do. And if you feel you need to do this, then this is what you feel you need to do. I personally think it's a bad idea. And I've noticed that when we were talking about earlier in this video, the fact that we see narcissistic experts out there talking about how you can torture your narcissist, I don't see that as being a good idea either. Of course, there's nothing wrong with these individuals out there doing that. Some of them are considered to be narcissistic experts, but I do notice a vast majority of them that are narcissistic experts and have real clinical science backgrounds or PhDs in psychology or more advanced things of this nature. They generally tend not to give the advice of trying to seek revenge or to try to torture your narcissist in any particular way. Personally, for myself, the reason I choose to try not to do this, or I choose not to do this, is my spiritual understanding of the way these people are, and this is only my own understanding I've come to through a lot of study, through evaluating what's happened to me in my situations with my narcissist, and through evaluating how narcissists are made and how they come to be, and the science of that. Narcissists have a whole pile of their own crap that they have to deal with. Most of the narcissists that I know, I look at their lives and I see the things that go on in the confines of there, and I see the chaos that ensues with them. I see the chaos that can be going on in their minds with what they have to deal with. And I think to myself, these people don't need any more trouble. They don't need trouble from me. I don't need to seek any type of revenge with them in any particular way here. They have enough bullcrap going on in their lives to, that makes their lives messed up enough as it is. I would never want to be in a lifestyle like that. I would never want to be in a mindset like that. It has to be absolutely awful to have to be thinking or be in your mind like that, and to be affected in a way that a narcissist is by their thoughts and everything else that goes on with them on a daily basis. This is why I don't believe in torturing the narcissist, and this is what my own personal view particularly is. But again, it's not up to me to tell you guys what to do here, and I would never actually tell you guys what to do in this instance. This is just my personal outlook on whether or not torturing the narcissist is a good or bad idea. I don't think it's a good idea. I don't think it's a healthy spiritual way to be, and I don't think that to me it's just not something that I would particularly do myself. And as far as the narcissistic experts that are out there who actually try to teach people how to do this or whatever, I don't know if that's necessarily the best thing for them either. I tend to shy away from experts that I come across in social media and whatever who try to condone or put forth the idea to torture the narcissist in some particular way. I just don't think it's a healthy way of thinking, and I don't think it's a positive, energetic way of thinking, or putting this type of energy upon another person to do this. So these were just my thoughts I had on this particular idea on whether or not it's a good or bad idea to torture a narcissist. As I said, I don't think it is a good idea, but again, these are only my own thoughts and my own feelings and my own choices that I interject into these N.A.R.C.N videos. You can take them or leave them, and if you choose to do this to your own narcissist and you feel that it helps you in any particular way, who am I to say what's right or wrong here? So anyway, this has just been episode 166 on the N.A.R.C.N network. Just want to say stay tuned. I've got some other videos coming up on this and on the Unmasking the Narcissist channel. I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I'll catch you again really soon.